Hello and welcome everybody to week 5 of the Workout Wednesday challenges for CRM Analytics. This week we have a special case because a lot of stuff will come together. First of all, we'll be plotting a moving average. A moving average is actually an average but calculated over a specific time frame. So for example, I don't want to see my sales or profit of this month. No, I want to plot the number based on the average of 1 month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Well, that can be a fixed number, yet today, this week, the whole idea is that we allow the user to control the amount of months that are being put in that moving average. This will be done by making use of a parameter. And a parameter is actually a piece of data that does not really exist in your data set, but it's a piece of information that will be inputted by the user itself. As they give away in the Giphy, as you can see here, we're seeing an evolution through time for sales or profit. That's what the user can choose. And then more importantly, in the top right, you see end month moving average. The moment you input 3, the purple line will be calculated on the current month and 3 or 9 months in the past, depending what the user inputs. No worries, this is maybe not that easy at first sight, but we'll do it step by step, and then you will see that in the end, it's not that difficult. Alright, here we go, stay with me. Upload the Superstore dataset into your Salesforce org. For those who are new to CRM Analytics or Tableau, there's one thing you need to know. The Superstore dataset is wildly famous. It's a demo set. It's the dataset that Tableau uses for demoing all its functionalities, to provide some templates, default dashboards, etc. So if you come from Tableau, you will know Superstore. If you haven't ever used Tableau, you will not know what the Superstore dataset is. Now I do see that they provide dataset. If you haven't uploaded the Superstore dataset yet, do know that you can go to the top right of your screen, click Create Dataset, just point to the location where your Superstore dataset is, and then you will be able to upload it to your Analytics Studio. Do notice it needs to be a CSV, so if you found the Superstore dataset in your computer and it's Excel, make sure you convert it to a CSV first in order to make the upload nice and easy. First of all, we are going to create a dashboard based on a dataset. So here you see in datasets, I have sample Superstore and I'm going to click on it. What they expect from us is that we make a line chart. So I'm going to select that we're going to create a line. We need to have it at the level of the I'm not sure whether they say which date field we should use, but we're going to go for the order date. That is the date on which the order got ordered. On the y-axis, for now, I will put sales because as we will see later, we need to build a toggle so we can switch between sales and profit. But first things first, and then I'm going to clip it. I'm gonna call it evolution. Clip to designer. I'm gonna drag on my graph, and then I'm gonna think. I'm gonna think because what I do know is that I need an input widget. The input widget can be found on the left side of your screen. I'm gonna click and drag the input widget to my screen. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller like this. And now I want to have an input that kinda looks like this. A title and an input. So it says end month moving average. So I'm gonna click on the widget, end month moving average. I want to be able to enter a value between 3 and 12. On the right side, I'm gonna say it's a free form input where the minimum value is a 3, where the maximum value is a 4, and where the start value is a 3. All right. Now do notice that at this point this is a dead object. It is not linked in any way to my bar chart, so it will not do a thing. Now we're going to put on the moving average. I go back into the widget and I'm gonna click plus and I'm going to click add formula. I'm gonna give it a name, moving average. So for creating our formula, we will make use of the sliding window function. So we're going to work with sales. What we do is we want to have the average and we are going to default set it to the past 3 months and the current month. And yeah, it can be formatted just as a number for now. I'm gonna hit apply and I'm gonna click update. Not much has happened. The only thing we see is that our moving average is being calculated. Now, the good thing is that we did not need to type the formula ourselves, because if we go into edit this column, we here see that it does an average of A over 3 months ago until this month, partitioned by all, order by, and this is the year and the order date month. So once you succeeded in plotting the actual sales with the moving average, the next thing we want to do is make that moving average formula dynamic. This can be done by clicking on the widget, going to the advanced editor and going to the query. Why? Because the calculation for the moving average will be found here. What we're going to try now is to replace this 3 by the input value of our input widget. How do we do that? By constructing or binding on the left side of the screen. I'm gonna hit select query. I'm gonna say it's going to come from our input widget, where we will take the cell value from the input column, and it's the first value, it's your index, it's only one value. So what do we see? This little tree here should go here. Now don't select it manually. Make sure that you grab it by hitting copy. So let me double check that for you. It comes from your input widget. We want to grab it at the cell level, and it needs to be the selection of your input widget as an object. So I'm gonna click copy. I'm gonna paste that where the tree used to be. So I'm gonna hit save. And now we see I've put it back to a slider to make the input slightly easy. We still need to have the toggle between sales and profit. So we're going to click create query on the right side. Then we want to create a custom query, and the display of our fields will be sales or profit. Now, of course, these values need to refer to an actual value. So we will click measure and we will tell our widget that we want to grab our sales field from superstores and we want to grab our profit field from superstores as well. We're going to hit done. Then we take a toggle and drag our static query on there in order to get that toggle. So that object, because we have not created any bindings yet. I'm gonna click edit once more. I'm gonna click the widget. We go to the advanced editor and now it becomes interesting. Alright, that's it for this week, guys. Sorry that I didn't do the coloring, the logo, etc. But we saw how to do that in the earlier sessions. So if you don't know how to do that, take your time to take a step back and learn how to adjust the colors. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. And otherwise, see you next week.